I'm waking up this morning in the backcountry just outside of Lake Cowichan, BC, on Vancouver Island. And sometimes I wonder if I'm out of place out here. Because sometimes I get up in the morning and I feel like I'm like this backcountry boy ready to take on whatever this dirt road brings. And then there's some days I wake up where it's like my brain tells me, you're just a city boy, what are you doing way out here? So I find myself feeling a lot safer now that I've acquired some recovery gear inside of my van just in case things happen. Because when I'm out here, I don't know if the whole little mountain man in my brain that I want to be is going to kick in, or if I'm going to be out here like a scared little city boy and not know what to do. So I've equipped my van with enough recovery gear that I know I could get unstuck, and my van definitely has enough food to keep us safe out here for a month if things were to go sideways. See the big elk? Where'd he go? He was big. Oh my goodness. We're back on a main Forest Service road, and there's a lot of huge rocks in the middle of the road here because the grader has gone down here, and it's been making it really tough when you need to stay on this side of the road. And there's another big vehicle coming, and there's a bunch of large rocks right in the middle. Oh, there's a huge sticks too. See, here's the hard part. When you gotta stay on this side of the road because another vehicle's coming, oh, this is not good. You just gotta drive really cautious down here because these semi-trucks, they do not mess around. Anything that's a single lane, just get through it quick. I've been really thinking about getting a radio inside of my van so I can listen to them talking on the way through so I know exactly where they're at. I know in Canada we got some laws when it comes to, whoa, these are big rocks. Look at these things. The grader just shows a giant stick. I don't know if my van's that tall. Like, that's huge. Where did the grader pull up all this stuff from? Like, there's no way that those rocks were on the road. Look at these things. That thing is huge. There's no way that rock was on the road. The grader pulled it up. That's massive. Like, compare that to my hand. That's a huge rock. Like, these are not little, man. He is pulling those big rocks out of the ground, man. Those things are huge. We are way out here in the backcountry, and I just came across signs for towns. This is a very common thing to see since the start of the pandemic. All First Nations land doesn't want anybody to come visit. They're just trying to protect their elders, and they have barricades at every entrance. Literally a barricade. Some of them have those traffic control gates out front. Some of them have a gate system that they've built out of a fallen log. But we've been seeing this all over BC since the pandemic started. From way up north to down here on Vancouver Island. And it doesn't matter if you're way out here in the backcountry and you're running into their communities, they're barricaded off. Even in towns, like I was up in Campbell River, and right in town, they have a truck, somebody there at all times, and it barricaded off, and they're stopping everybody. I think they're just trying to protect the elders and stuff like that within their communities. So we're gonna head on down this road somewhere, and if we run into one of these barricades, then we'll show you guys kind of what they're doing here. But yeah, I don't know how far that way is or how far that way is. I know I have a half a tank of fuel, so we really got to be careful on how much farther we go. Right there. I've been spending more time out here in the backwoods because I want to avoid all that COVID stuff and the reminders that the world is in a weird place. So running into that COVID checkpoint blocking entrance to the First Nations land there was just a crappy thing to see. I'm way out here in the middle of Mother Nature. I don't need that nasty reminder of all the crazy things that are going on back in the towns and the cities. I'd rather be out here not knowing where I am. Where the heck are we? It's another COVID checkpoint at Caramana. Well, maybe it's not. That's last stand for our ancient forests. Huh. Looks like a protest. Sign right there, last stand for our ancient forests. I don't see anybody there, but that's Caramana, Maine. Looks like this area got caught by wind. Whoo, these would have been scary to go by. Oh, that's a big tree. Normally when I'm out here, I find that nature feeds my soul. It makes everything better. But today felt a little bit different. I don't know if it was the COVID checkpoint reminder or running into that protest blockade. As we traveled down the road here a little bit, I ran into a pickup truck and they told me that earlier on this morning a whole bunch of law enforcement was flying down these backcountry roads and that they were trying to dismantle the blockades. I don't know anything about this stuff, but I did know that today the backcountry didn't feel the same. I don't see anyone here and nobody's coming out. It's the second one we've seen. That one's pretty big though. So what's going on here is there is a bunch of old growth forest here on Vancouver Island that one of the logging companies is trying to just flatten out and log it out. And I guess it's the last of the old growth here on Vancouver Island. So there's been protesting all over the place. From what I understand, there's a great big one out towards Port Renfrew or somewhere like that that is massive, and I guess they're trying to dismantle the protest. Maybe that's what happened here this morning. Maybe I was here just a little bit too late. I honked my horn to see if anybody was in the teepees that were built out here, and nobody answered. I was hoping maybe to talk to somebody to find out what's really going on, because I'm a person that doesn't follow this kind of stuff. So to me, this made me really curious. This is a hard thing to comment on. It's powerful just to be here, to know that there's little protest things all over the backcountry out here protesting against them logging the old forest in this area. It's powerful because we're about 100 kilometers into the backcountry at this point, and this stuff is happening way out here. God, what a crazy thing to see. When I'm out here making videos and I don't have any cell service, so I can't do any research on this stuff. And when I edit these videos, sometimes I'm way out here and I don't know what's going on. So this for me is real. You know, you hear about these things on the news, but very often you don't get the chance to experience it firsthand. Where you get to stand there and be in front of people and actually hear their real story. I wish I got here a little earlier today. It sure would have been nice to know what's going on and hearing their view, instead of turning on the radio when I get back to town and hearing what the news says. It was a crazy day today. I'm guessing this is a diving board. This lake gets very deep very quick right here. Like right from the shoreline it goes whoa right down. I don't know where we are. I don't know what name of this lake is. We are literally lost in the backcountry, and I went to go pull out my back road maps, And apparently I don't have one for Vancouver Island, and I need to get one. I downloaded some maps on my phone, but we are now outside of my downloaded map area. I didn't think we were going to venture out this far. Oh, so I think I might have to take a day when we get back to cell service and download the backroad maps for the entire Vancouver Island, because I have no idea. I really have no idea. I do know I'm going to get off this diving board though. There's a little one here and a big one up top. I do not trust this little floating structure. All I gotta say is we are way out here. Way out here. And someone built this on 2 giant logs. Okay, let's do this without getting wet. Hoo-yah! Where are we, my friends? Where are we? If this is a subject that's interesting to you guys, do what I'm going to do when I get back to town. I'm going to go onto Google and Google old growth forest Vancouver Island protests and see what's really happening or what went on. I'm really curious if I actually just missed them tearing those things down. Because you know, if I was there maybe a couple hours earlier, we might have had the chance to talk to somebody. Or we would have been smack dab in the middle of something I don't want to be a part of. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching, and I'm going to go enjoy this long weekend. I don't know if it's a long weekend where you are, but it is here, so I think I might take a couple of days off, and I'll see you guys back here in a few days. I love you guys. Take care.